first project you build is storage for your tools. Those words reached across YouTube months from when it had been posted and smacked me across the face. It was February of 2023, and I was a depressed, exhausted college grad. My brain was fried from working my way through school while pursuing every extracurricular thing I could, while also working 2 jobs and pursuing a business degree for 6 years. I thought of myself as a hard worker, so it shouldn't have been a problem, should it? Fast forward to 2023, I thought I had damaged my brain for good. I had no energy, I could barely keep up with the part-time job that I held, and I had been rejected from the acting school I thought I'd easily get into, and with that soul-crushing finale, it felt like my whole life just fell apart. I had played the game right, and I'd lost. And I must now resign myself to a gray existence because I had spent my one shot. I felt like a prisoner who had been mistaken for a prank call to his bail buddy. That is till this weird guy on the internet told me,
your first project should be building storage for each tool.
Now, I had been watching Van Neistat for 2 months up to that point. I had stumbled onto his gift giving video during Christmas and stayed when I found his chill documentary style of videos therapeutic to watch. I binge watched what videos he had on his channel at the time from January till February and found myself starting to whisper, damn, I wish I was like him. I wish I thought how he does. I wish I could build like he does. And then, as if he could read my thoughts, there he was saying,
your first project should be building storage for each tool.
Now, what possessed me to then go out in my parents' shed and sift through heinous amounts of scrap wood till I found 2 pieces that were close enough in size to act as the beginning of my project, I will never know. I had never built anything before. I was book smart. I always had been. Hammers and nails weren't something I'd been encouraged to do, and any time I had picked it up, I had been made fun of, which didn't make me feel so good. So I had stuck with my books. But there I was, grabbing one of the boards with my toes and the other board with my free hand, and I began pounding away like some grotesque version of Ed from Cowboy Bebop. And after 3 hours of pounding, twisting, slathering with stain, and a little bit of cussing, I had a shelf. It might not have been a toolbox like Van Neistat's, but, it would hold the tools I usually used. Pencils, pens, scissors, And damn did I think it looked good. I felt like Ben Stiller in Zoolander swinging his mining hammer around, and then I put the shelf on my desk, and then I went back to work. But then my brain began to change. The best way to explain it is the same as when you're in a video game and you acquire a new skill, and suddenly areas of the map you couldn't access before are magically open to you now. You can finally see areas that were foggy or blurry before. It was like a switch had been flipped in my brain. I started soaking in the few videos Van Neistat had left at lightning speed. Then when I ran out of those, I binge-watched Tom Sachs' YouTube, and it wasn't long before I stumbled into the rabbit hole that is Adam Savage and his Tested.com channel. In a matter of weeks, I was creating pitiful Star Wars kit bashes to serve as a sewing box. I was drilling holes and hooks all over my parents' house for workflow optimization, and I even built a couple of wobbly tables for their work shed outside. And little by little, project by project, I noticed a change in my brain that I had never experienced before, even as a kid. It felt so clear. My projects might have been shitty, but the fog I had always struggled with, it was gone. My brain felt teeming with life, and the best drug in the world was coursing through its veins. Curiosity. Even with my awful projects that my parents tolerated, bless them, my confidence as a maker and amateur repairwoman continued to grow till I eventually designed and completed a whole custom Mandalorian cosplay. for myself. And I didn't stop there. It wasn't long before I got back into acting and then grew brave enough to start filmmaking on my own, where I got to put my new maker skills to use in creating sci-fi sets, then miniatures to match it, and even a stop motion set and characters in 2024, which I just received confirmation today has been selected to be shown at a local film festival in my hometown at Pensacon 2026. And now, as I pack my life up from the last 5 years and sift through what I want to bring into season 2 of my life, I come to that shitty shelf that's been sitting on my desk for 3 years now. Oh, it is ugly. It's overbuilt, and I could build such a better shelf to replace it with better gadgets, prettier design, and definitely a better stain job. But I think I'll keep it.